Calculating cost. This particular problem can be found on page 281 of your student guided notebook. You have other versions of this in your actual online Hawks practice work. Sometimes it's a set of sunglasses. Who knows what it is, but it's the same idea every time. We're trying to figure out how much we would mark something to sell for so we can give a discount and still make a profit above what we paid for something. So our standard formula would be the selling price minus the cost equals your profit. That is a simplified version of what we have to do. Our selling price is going to be a marked price minus a discount. So this is not as spelled out as it could be. So let's spell it out a little more clearly. We will have a marked price, which the jeweler is not planning to actually sell it for. And then we're going to subtract from that the discount. And then based on this, we also would subtract the original cost to get our profit. Okay, so let's take a look at the information given. A jeweler paid $350 for the ring. So this $350 is our cost. He wants to price the ring for sale that he can give a 30% discount on the marked price. Here's the discount. It's going to be 30% on the marked price. And he still wants to make a profit of 20% on the cost. Should be the marked selling price. So this marked price is what we don't know. We have, for the most part, our setup here, x minus 30% of x minus 350 equals 20% of 350. Okay, let me write that in there. The marked price minus. Now, when we do percentages in our math, we turn them into their decimal form. If we don't see a decimal at all, that means it's to the far right of the number. Every time we move a percent to a decimal, we move that decimal point 2 places to the right. So 30% is 0.30. Since that's a 0, you don't have to write that. 0.30 is the same as 0.3 of the marked price. And we said marked price was x. Minus your 350 equals, again, 20% now of the cost, which was 350. The decimal's at the far right, move it over 2 places, so we have 0.2 or 0.20, they are the same value, times 350. Okay. We have set up our problem. Now it's time to simplify and solve. We have like terms here. X minus 0.30x. That's the same as 1x minus 0.30x. 1 minus 0.3 is 0.7. We have that minus 350. And then over here, 0.20 times 350 is 70. We now have a standard equation to solve. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. My guideline is to get the letters on the left, the numbers on the right. That helps when you're doing inequalities. So I'm going to get rid of the minus 350. Opposite of minus is plus, so I'm going to add 350 here. If I do that on the left, I must add 350 on the right. I have 0.7x equals 420. We are almost there. 0.7x is the same as 0.7 times x. The opposite of times is divide. So I'm going to divide this by 0.7 to get rid of it. If I divide one side of the equal sign by 0.7, I must divide the other side by the same thing. X, which was our marked selling price is $600. So the jeweler would need to mark his ring at $600 to be able to give a discount of 30% and still make a 20% profit on this ring.